beautiful people, it's your favorite island girl, Josie the Nubian, back and Rosie with another video. And today guys, welcome back to our makeup and makeout series episode 3. If you guys are new to my channel, with this type of series I do a different color, and if there's a different color there's going to be a different eye look. I'm going to be featuring yellow. How did I successfully get this eye look? Keep on watching. Let's get into this video. Before you guys get into this video, make sure to subscribe, like, and comment. I am going to be featuring some cheap brands and also some brands that you guys are already familiar of. So the first step that I do whenever I'm doing my makeup, I've already moisturized my face. I do not use primer in my makeup routine. It hasn't helped my foundation be able to sit properly on my face. I guess maybe I have the wrong formula, but what I do, I use some original argan oil on my face and also on my lips to keep my face hydrated and ready to go. Set my face with some loose powder by the brand Airspun in the shade Translucent. So guys, I have mistakenly do the wrong step, but we're gonna keep going. Usually I will prime my face and also set my face, but since I already have the translucent powder on my face, I have no choice but to keep going. But what I'll do, I'll reapply a little bit more translucent on my brows and also around my T-zone line where I sweat, so that I would trap the moisture. The setting spray that I will be using is by Awaken Rose Satin. Long lasting, hydrating and purifying high definition rose satin spray. Going to just use my sponge just to get that satin spray into the skin. The spray for about roughly like $8. Be doing this, gonna reapply some loose powder on my eyebrows. Maybe say, doesn't she have satin powder? No, I don't, so that's why I'm using loose powder as an alternative. A step that I'm gonna do is to dress my brows. So I'm gonna use a cheap eyebrow pencil, and also this eyebrow designer brush is by Santee, a very cheap makeup brand. Alright guys, so since I have finished my brows, what I'm gonna do, I'm going to clean the brows with a foundation. I'm not gonna use concealer because I find concealer doesn't give me that natural brow glow, so we're gonna be using foundation. The reason why I set my eyebrows is because I find that if you don't set your eyebrows, it's easier for it to swipe off, and then it looks really glossy. But once I set it, it grabs onto the eyeliner. So make it more waxy like, but thick in a sense, so that it can give you a natural, you guys get it. But yeah, so alright, the foundation I'm going to be using is Maybelline in matte poreless formula. I like this one for nighttime, and I also like the daytime one, but since we're doing a night look or maybe a evening look, I do recommend getting the matte. And I had to go a shade darker this time, and I went for a shade 356 instead of shade 355, and the shade is called Warm Coconut. Okay, and this was for $16.95 from my local beauty store. So use an eyebrow edge brush. So yeah, next I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna let that foundation sit and dry in. While I'm gonna let that sit and dry in, I'm gonna I forget my steps. I'm gonna use a brush to blend out my foundation. Okay guys, so the next step that I'm gonna be doing, I'm going to lighten on it here with a foundation. This is Superstay foundation in the shade Toffee Caramel, and I'm also gonna be mixing it with a little bit of Milan. This a little bit darker than this one, and I'm also gonna base it with some of my foundation, my regular foundations. All right, so first I am gonna go in with the Milan in the shade sand, and this is a cream to powder formula, but I find that it had helped with lightening my eyes a little bit on it here, so I'm just gonna use a little bit of that. Next, I'm gonna go in with this foundation in the shade Toffee Caramel. I'm gonna be basing on my foundation that I usually wear, and the one that I usually wear is the Warm Coconut in Maybelline. So the next step that I'm going to be doing is that I'm going to blend this out. I let it sit for just a little bit, but now I'm just going to blend that out. The reason why I place foundation on top is because I want it to come out evenly, and I don't want it to have that white cast on the eyes. What I'm going to do, I'm going to look up and I'm going to blend it out with my sponge. So I know I look a little bit, you know, ghost-like, but what I'm going to do next, I'm going to set that blend. I'm going to go back in with my loose powder. Guys, while I let this set, I'm going to go in with my NYX. I'm going to be going in with my NYX eyeshadow, and I got this for $8. Very simple yellow eye look. I'm gonna set my lid. Alright guys, so I know you guys might be saying that I look a little bit Casper, but we're gonna rectify it. Just trust the process, okay? With some brown here. Does these have names? Okay, these don't have any names, but we're gonna add some dark brown. Perfect. By Clean Colors, and I'm gonna use the dark brown here in my inner corners, because I realized the dark brown in the palette is too light, and then although I'm building up on it, it isn't darkening up, so we're gonna work with what we have. This yellow here, and I'm gonna put that in my inner corners using this shimmery one here in the middle glow, so I'm just gonna pop that in my inner corners as well. Today's lashes I'm gonna be featuring is by Badger Beauty, so you guys can check us out on Instagram and see some of our lashes. The lash style that I'm gonna be using is by Chargy. This is the finishing look of my yellow series, and I hope you guys like this video. I hope you guys like this, you know, makeup look. On camera it's giving me white casket, but in person everything is blending pretty good. So I really don't know what I'm doing wrong. Maybe it's how I set the camera. This is the final look of my yellow series, and I hope you guys love this tutorial. I'm not a makeup artist. I'm still I'm still learning new things. I just wanted to show you guys my yellow series. Nothing too drastic, but still cute. And oh shoot, got it on the wrong side. And I'll see you in the next one. Miss Josie is out.